Hi all, welcome to Epic Talks. My name is Amol and today we are going to discuss one bar theory of price action analysis. Now in this video we will discuss this theory first and then we will have some simple examples and then we will go to complex ones. After that we will see some examples on chart. Now before we start, I am assuming that you have a very basic knowledge of candlestick patterns. So let's start. Now what is one bar theory? So there are 4 steps in this theory. Okay, so let's start with step 1. So in the step 1 you will have to consider a candle which is not enclosed between the high and low of another candle. So we call it a candle A. Let's call it a candle A. In the step 2, mark high and low of a candle A. Now step 3 is very important. Once we have considered a candle A and we have marked the high and low of a candle A, you will have to wait till the another candle closes above the high of the candle A or the low of the candle A. Now any close that happens between the high and low of a candle A is not relevant to us. So our bias should be whatever the color of the candle A is. Like if it is green, our bias should be positive. If it is red, our bias should be negative. Now once uh, any candle that closes above mark high or mark low of the candle A, the relevance of the candle A is finished now, and let's say another candle B has closed above it, so the next relevant candle is B. Now we will repeat step 1 to 3 with the candle B. Now let's take simple example and let's try to understand what exactly this theory is. Now consider this example. Now let's consider first candle. So as the first step of our theory, so the candle should not be closed between any other high and low. So let's consider it is not closed. Now as a second step we will mark high and low of this candle and wait for the candle to close above. So you can see that in the next candle has closed above the high of the candle. So relevance of this candle has ended and now we will mark the high and low of the second candle. Now second candle is not enclosed between any high and low. So I have marked the high and low of the candle of the second candle. Now we will wait for the third candle to close. So you can see that third candle has closed above it. So we will mark the third candle. Now I have marked the high and low of the third candle. So wait for the another candle to close above. So the fourth candle has closed above it. So we will mark a high and low of a fourth candle. Now fourth candle is not closed between any high and low of another candle. So I have marked the high and low of a fourth candle. Now and you can see that fifth candle has closed above it, so we can mark the fifth candle. Likewise, you can see that from the first candle to fourth candle, our bias was positive and we went from first candle to fifth candle in a upside direction. Now consider second example. Now in this example consider the first candle. So as a first step it is not enclosed, let's assume it. Now as a second step, as per our theory, I have marked the high and low of a candle. Now the second candle has closed below the low of a first candle. So relevance of the first candle has ended and now we will mark the high and low of a second candle. Now in the second candle you can see I have marked the high and low as per the second step. Now for the third step we are waiting for the candle to close below it. So you can see that third candle has not closed below the high and low. So we are not considering a third candle, but we can see that fourth candle has closed below the low of a candle. So we are going to consider this as a relevant candle and we will mark the high and low of this candle. Now I have marked the high and low of the fourth candle and you can see the fifth candle has not closed below the low, so we are not going to consider this as a relevant candle. The sixth candle however though has break the low and closed up below it, so we will consider this as a relevant candle. So in this way we can determine the direction of this, and you can see that it was a clearly downside one. Now let's move on to the another example. Now let's consider this example. I have marked the high and low. The second candle closes above the high, so we will mark the high and low of the second candle. Now we have marked the high and low of a second candle, but third candle closes between this high and low, and the fourth candle is going to has completed above this, so we will mark the fourth candle, the high and low of the fourth candle. Now the fifth candle is a red candle, but it has closed between the high and low of a green candle, so our bias should be positive. But the sixth candle has closed below the low of a green candle, so we mark the high and low of that sixth red candle. So here you can see that market was going up, and now the red candle has crossed below the low, so you can say that the wave that was going up has now ended, and the second wave has started. It may go down. Initially it is going down now, so it may go down for a while. Now in this example, consider a first candle. We mark the high and low of the first candle. The second candle closes above it, so we mark the high and low of the second candle. The third red candle has closed inside the high and low, so we ignore that candle. Fourth candle has closed above the high and low, so we mark the high and low of the fourth candle. Fifth candle closed above it, so we mark the high and low of the fifth candle. Sixth candle closed above it, we mark the high and low of the sixth candle. Seventh candle, it is a pin bar, we mark the high and low of the pin bar. Now next three candles closed inside the pin bar, so we are not considering those three candles. Now the pin bar has been broken and closed above the green after because of the green bar, so we mark the high and low of the green bar. After that you can see one pin bar, small hammer type, it has closed above it, so we mark the high and low of this hammer. The red candle closed inside it, so we will ignore that. The uh, next bar also closed inside, so we will ignore that. Then another bar has closed inside it, so we will ignore that, and the last bar closed above it, so we will mark the high and low of this bar. So in this way you can see that those whatever the noise that was created, so you were safe, and you can see that from the first candle to last candle our directional bias was positive. Now let's go to chart and analyze the charts based on our theory. You can utilize any time frame, so this theory should hold on any time frame. So you can take any time frame, let's say from 1 minute to weekly or monthly chart, it should hold true. Now this is a live chart of Bank Nifty. This is a weekly chart. So after the pandemic, how market has reversed and it has come to this position. So let's try to analyze this using our 1 bar theory. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with horizontal line, and I will try to see what is the last candle which has not enclosed between the high and low of the another candle. So this is the red candle, and this green candle closes inside, so this is the last red one. So this is the last red one, so I am marking high and low. So the next candle closes above it, right? So what we are gonna do is we are gonna take this high, mark this high and low of this green candle. After that you can see another next green candle closes above it. This is a weekly chart, alright, so we are marking highs and lows. Now this red candle closes inside this, so we are going to ignore that candle and our bias was positive. Now another green candle closes above it. So the relevance of the current green candle has ended, and we are going to see that we have marked the high and low of the relevant candle. Now next thing that happens is this green candle, the high and low of this green candle, you can see the low of this green candle has been broken. So we are going to mark the high and low of this red candle, right? So next thing is, you can see this red candle, next red candle broke, so I'm going to mark high and low of this candle. Again this red candle. Now you can see from here it moved to here, and from here it came down. Now this is a classic reversal pattern, if you know it. That's why I assume that you have a basic knowledge of candlesticks. So this is a reversal pattern. So from this, a green candle formed without breaking the low of previous low. Okay, so this was a one wave. Now it formed the another wave, and now it came down, and now it reversed. So we are marking the green of this candle, high, high and low of this candle. Now again you can see the green candle closed above it, so I am going to mark it high and low of this candle. Now this red candle, green candle, and this third, the 3 weeks market stayed inside this range, and the next candle that broke is green candle. So our bias was positive, and we moved on. Now another candle, small one, closed above it, so I am going to mark high and low. Now this red candle has broken it, so I am going to again mark the high and low of the candle. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 5 weeks it was inside this negative candle, negative pin bar. Now the green bar came up and it shoot up and went upside, so we are going to mark this. Now 1 and 2, two candles, 2 weeks, for 2 weeks it traded inside this range with a positive candle. Now it came down, so we are going to mark high and low of this candle. Now again this red candle close below it, so I am going to mark high and low of this red candle. That's why close is very important, so wait for the close. Now this is again this is a similar pattern, this is a similar reversal pattern. So green candle formed, so I'm going to form, and it formed and it closed above this red candle, okay, and high of this red candle, so I'm going to mark the high and low of the candle. So again green candle, this next week it closes inside, again the this red candle closes inside. Now we are moving on. Now you can see closing is higher high, so moving up, again. Now you can see this bar that is formed, it was inside this range, so we are not considering this, we are going to consider this candle. Again green bar. Why weekly chart? Because I have strategy, I have a option strategy, so we will discuss that. Because expiries are weekly, so I have sorry, I have a weekly strategy for this Nifty and Bank Nifty. That's why I have taken a weekly chart. Again green. I'm moving on. Okay. Now you can see these two candles closed inside it. Our bias was positive until this candle has gone down. So I'm drawing this. In the next immediate week, it went up, and now you can see everything is happening under this green bar. So in this way, you can see in the pandemic period, it this was the wave. Then we come up, then we again went down without breaking low, then we went up, then again came to this point, and then so in this way you can see a clear wave with this noise that was there, all right. So it is reduced, and you can see a clear direction. Okay. Now yes, now you can see these two bars has formed. So this was at the support level, so that's why you can see this is kind of a profit booking range. That's why it came down. Now this is a bank nifty chart. Now let's study the weekly chart of nifty. Now this was the red candle. I'm sorry, this was the last red candle. After that, this green candle also formed it inside, and this was the red candle. So from here you got a reversal. So now you can see that this is not a mother candle. Okay, mother side candle, this is not a pattern. Then in a negative downward trend, if reversal has to happen, the green bar should be more in length than the red bar. Now we will start with this again. So from here we are going to start the analysis. Okay. So green bar closed above it, they are going up. And again green bar close, so we are marking high and lows. So red candle close, we were positive. This red candle, so sorry, green candle, we mark the high and low. Now this red candle broke, so I'm marking the high and low. So this pin bar was inside it, so doesn't matter. Also this green bar was inside it, doesn't matter. Now this green bar closes above it. Now you can see this red bar closed inside. Now this green bar closed up, marking high and low. Again green bar. Next green bar closes above it, so I mark the high and low. So in this way you have to go up and down so that you know where market is heading. Also next pin bar has closed in positive range. Mark the high and low. Again green bar. So next 3 weeks it closes inside, then again up. this red green bar, this red bar close downside, sorry, red bar close downside, so we are going to see this. We will mark this. Now 1 2, so for 2 weeks it was inside this range and then came. Again reversal happened. This green bar goes inside it, so we're not going to mark it. For the next 3 weeks it traded inside with the positive bias. Then again green bar, green bar, is also red bar, green bar. Similarly you can see till this point we came up. I hope you are getting me. The red bar closes above. Now this bar broke, so we came down. This is a profit booking range, so that's why it came down here and then again reversed. There is a RSI factor also, so RSI tends to cool down. That's why closing happens inside the high and low of certain candles. Okay, so instead of going down, it cools down there and then it shoots up. Then we went up, we closed. Now this is a reversal pattern. When I say that when in an uptrend, if it has to reverse, it should be a red bar. The red bar should be bigger. That's where the direction should be. Mark it. Now next consecutive subsequent bar close. Mark. Now 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for 7 weeks. It was trading in this range with the negative bias. Now this is the bar which closed below it. So let's mark it. The high and low of this. Now the next bar closed above it was this. So this is how from here to here we came. So this was the one wave, then came down, came up, then came down, again came down, again came here, came down, came here, and now went down till this point. And from this point we reversed. Alright, so we are trading in a positive direction. But when we say that we are trading in a positive direction, we are marking a relevant candle. Stronger the relevant candle, like Marijuzu or a pin bar, the stronger the uptrend. So try to get there. So this was for the Nifty. Now this is the last one. Now this is the current chart. So it came down. Now let's see what happens next week or in the consecutive weeks. Now I have a UPL chart. This is a 5-minute chart of UPL. So on the last working day, UPL was going up. So let's mark this high and low of this first green candle. So this candle closed upside. So I mark. Now what we tend to do as a retail trader is we try to when a stock moves up, we try to sell it. Never do that. marking this green bar. Again upside, so close upside, so I'm marking high and low. Then again I'm marking high and low of this candle. So this candle close, so I'll see high and low of this candle. Now again this candle closed up. So when this kind of profit booking happens, we generally look for the upside. So a first move, it happens to be a positive move and somewhat kind of a candle is a green, and here it broke, right? But follow through did not came, like another red candle did not close here. So try to take a trade in the positive direction. I'm not recommending any trades here. I'm just trying to analyze the market. This is the last green bar. So now from here, let's see what happens. This bar closes below. Now this bar again closes below. That is mark high low. Everything happened inside this bar and this bar closes down. Now from here to here we have one fall. Now from here to here we have two waves and then come down. Alright. I will explain this situation, why follow through should be important. So try to be with me. Then again market reverse. Everything happened inside, so I am marking again. So if you can see, you can see these waves, you can see completely where market has reversed and where you are saying a reversal from here. Again green bar, then green bar. This red bar was there, so it's market. Now market went upside, so closed up. Okay. Then again went upside, closed up. Marking the last one now. So this is a 3 red bar, this is a reversal pattern. Now as per my theory, when something has to reverse, the reversal chart patterns that you might have seen, I'll cover those things, okay, in another video maybe. So you can see this kind of reversal patterns, or this is also a reversal pattern, and or mother candle, something like that, but we will cover those things. Then from here market was positive, then turn negative. So if you are in a trade, you can think of getting out. Now everything happened inside this close, but this red bar closed here. So similarly you can take it down. Now I mark the high and low of this candle. It went down, so mark the high and low. So this is the one wave, then came up. This is a reversal, sorry, this is a green bar, so I marked it. Then it came down. Then again you can see closing is lower low, so I mark this lower low, so I mark this last one lower low. So in this way you can see in the 15-minute chart it is going down. Also very important, when in 15-minute chart it is going down, in hourly it should also have a follow through, like hourly candle completed, the next follow through also should come, otherwise you will see this slice. This is the river. This is the Reliance daily chart. So this was the last high of the Reliance. Now from the green bar, you can see everything was traded here inside this range of the green bar. Now as soon as it broke, it went up, went down, came down. Now these two bar were inside this red bar. Let me mark it. So these two green bars closed inside this range and then again down. So our bias was negative. So you can see if somebody is taken this, you might have lost it. Now came down and then again here this is the last bar, and now you can see this is a complete green bar, somewhat complete, not a complete market visible, and market reverse and reverse and reverse, and from this range again came down. This was the red candle that broke it down. Now our bias was negative 1 2 3 4, then 3 touch up the high and then opened high and closed inside this range, then again went down. So you can see from here we had only one way, then it came up, then as you can see this is how we came down. So inside this range, now this is very important, that's why I took this chart. So inside this range we were trading in negative bias, but market reversed. So here whatever happened here, we have to take a look into a data, that is data analysis first, and then second volume analysis. So you will be able to tell that if this red bar is going to break above or not. That is very important. So then again, now I'm going to see a last one maybe. This is hourly chart. You can see this was a green candle last high. From that it reversed. You can see high and low, went down, came down, then again came down and came down. Now this is the last red candle. Now which candle closed above? So this is the candle that closed above, sorry. So we mark it, this and this. Now again went up. So this was how Grasim failed continuously, I think for the past 2 or 3 days. So you know, if you are an investor, you know that you want to invest in the Grasim. So try to find kind of a reversal near support or resistance. We will cover those points. So this was all about the charts. So try to take out the charts and try to analyze them, and you will see the difference. Also you can see that when market something like this happens here, so you tend to take a, you see the pin bar and then you see that market has reversed and you take a trade, so thinking that this is going to go up, but that doesn't happen and you immediately get stopped out. So these kind of things, you will give the direction. I mean, this theory will give you the direction where it is actually going and where the market has stopped out. So it doesn't mean that from here it reverses, that it will not go down. It may come up and go down, but basically this wave has ended. That is what I want to tell you. So whenever you are in a trade, don't invest where, try to trade where the reversal happens. Don't get into the no middle of the things. Try to do in the 5 minute friends maybe. So that's why so that is all I think. So let's move on. Now we will see the advantages of this theory. and we will conclude. Now the first advantage is to identify the wave formation. So now we were able to identify a complete wave that is formed, and we were able to identify when the wave was ended and when the next wave has started. The second advantage is to form the view on the market. So let's say a market is going up, so you can say for a while market is going in a positive direction. When a downside wave is going on, so you can tell a market is going downside. So in this way, and when the reversal happens, you can say that the directional move of the market has ended, and now market may or may not reach. The third and fourth point that I want to discuss is the support and resistance and multi-time trend analysis. These topics are very vast topics. So I will upload. I will prepare other videos for this, and these are very vast topics. So I will cover them in very detail. The next is to manage the risk reward ratio. So when the market came down and reversed as per our theory, so if you would have taken on that reversal trade on that reversal point, you would have got a good risk reward. So as a trader or a scalper or as a positional trader, these kind of risk reward are very favorable as per our theory. Now, to identify the reversal in price, as we have discussed, that we can identify when the wave has ended and the reversal has happened, and to identify the continuation pattern. So this topic is also very big, so I will cover that topic in detail in the next videos. So these are some of the advantages I have mentioned. So there are many advantages. I will cover them one by one in the separate videos. Now this is the end of the video. So you know what to do. Please be with me for a couple of YouTube videos, and you will completely learn the how to view the market, how to strategize the market, how to view the direction, how to form the directional view of the market. Then you can I have other strategies, I have option strategies that work very well with the 80 to 85% strike rate, and I'm very consistent with that. So thank you so much. That's all for